Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Hey, I am in a rest area on the side of the road here, and I wanted to film this little video just for you before I have a friend of mine fixing to call me up, so I got to make this fast. That way I can get on the phone with him because he wants some one-on-one conversation with me. I feel special. Someone wants to have a one-on-one conversation with me. So great. Anyways, that's a friend of mine. Yeah, I got friends. Imagine that Ike Stevens has friends. All right, enough about me. Hey, I just want to let y'all know that I am very, very, very appreciative of all the people that came up and said hi. I was really surprised by some of the people who came up and said hi, like Woody. I respect Woody a whole lot for coming up to me like that. I just want to let you know, Woody, if you're watching this, is that I never did really have anything against you. I think there was some outside influences in the past several months that reflected that, and those outside influences are no longer a part of my life. I've blocked them, and you know what I'm talking about. I'm heavily influenced by the people who I'm around, and sometimes some people do things that I don't agree with, but yet I get associated with that because, you know, of certain things. Now that GATS is over, now that 73 Lounge is over, it's done and it's past, I could say that you know, I'm wiping the slate clean with so many people, and getting some of those negative influences out of my life, I think will make a great deal. I don't want to go down deep into that. Y'all can read between the lines if you want. That's what YouTube is here for. So you can read between the lines. That's just it. See, I do that on purpose, you know. Anyways, but I do want to say this: all the people like Woody, Saint for real. You know, we never really had an issue, but it was good, you know, good to see him. LoSean and TB, Trucker Brown, those guys, I would tell you, the 73 Lounge idea actually started with an exchange in someone's live feed in the chat section. It started with the exchange that we had in the chat. That's where it started. The whole idea is just branched out from there. Really, that's for real. If you think I'm lying, then you're lying. No, that's really where it's, you know, kind of spinned out, and it branched out from there. It was an idea like that, but it was that inspired it, right? So I really so great to shake the hands and have a little bit of a conversation. I wish I had more time to be able to talk to Trucker Brown, because I really respect Trucker Brown a lot. I really like him. He's a good thought-provoking. He's a thinker, a thought-provoking kind of guy. I like guys that are in deep thought and stuff like that. LoSean is good and honest, man. I mean, all these people are really cool people. All the other YouTubers that came up, man, like Mark State worked his butt off, man. That last day, that Saturday. Gary Compton, Jay Canal, really, I mean, for real. A lot of people don't know how much Jay Canal put in. I was just so many people, you know. Pale Rider came up, spent a lot of time. I was so happy to hang out with Pale Rider and Snore Lord, Big Yeti. Oh my gosh. Shooter came out, Yukon, obviously. Those are my friends. They are my friend zone. You see, I got a friend zone. I just came up with that this past weekend. And I gained a few people to add to my friend zone, which I'm very selective on who I put in my friend zone. And I was able to make a couple of new friends put in that friend zone. So that was great, man. So, but all the YouTubers that came up, because there's so many that I can't. Trucker Rudy, Trucker John, Trucker Darren. I mean, there's just so many people. Philip from freaking Belgium. I mean, we had so many people come up. I just, like I said, I don't have a script going on here. I didn't have a list. Maybe I should before I do stuff like this, but I feel like I just should just, do something like this. Huge shout out to Trucker District. I know y'all didn't. Did I just say that? Yes, I did. Katrina Jade actually came up to the lounge and expressed her support, which did not go unnoticed. Yes, it was awkward, but it was definitely genuine, and I understand that, and I'm hopefully I don't get caught up in someone else's BS ever again. Okay, just putting that out there. Let's see. So, and Marcel did say a few words to me, but listen, Trucker District was there. They're busy. I'm busy. Oh my gosh, was I busy. I wish I had so much time like everyone else had time. They were filming and everything, and I tell you, I just, listen, this meant so much to me that I didn't want to see it fail. And I sometimes I think that, I don't know. I know a lot of people go with their own agendas and they have their own thing, but people spent a lot of money for me to be there. DPF Regeneration spent a lot of money for me to be there, and to be able and to just kind of duck out and put more emphasis on the if you ain't first you're last kind of attitude. I'm like, listen, I'm all about the principle, and someone spent a lot of money for me to be there, and for me to just duck out like every 5 minutes would have been wrong. And I'll tell you something, DPF Regeneration, because they had me there, I'm so grateful, because no one ever thought of me like that. And DPF Regeneration was the first to sponsor me for anything. And I will always, always, always remember that. And they treated me like family. All the people there. They treated me a part of the team, and as unorganized as it was, trust me, I was probably the most pissed off person when I realized that, hey, we're not organized, and it's not my fault, it's not DPF's fault or anything. I was furious though, as far as that goes. But let me tell y'all something. The amount of hard work that DPF Regeneration put in, myself and all the others, I hope did not go unnoticed. Because Truckers Final Mile, I feel like, we raised a lot of money. Over the last 6 months, including the auction, we're talking about over $20,000. And I'm telling you, man, and it's still not enough, but I hope it put Truckers Final Mile on the map with sponsors, corporate sponsors. And I know that it has. I know people are watching. I know there's doors that opened up. And if I'm partly responsible for that, if I'm just the small equation of that, it makes me humble. Because obviously I came a part of this for the right reasons, for Truckers Final Mile. Because listen, I support Truckers Against Trafficking. Truckers Against Trafficking. I support St. Christopher's, but they've got big corporate sponsors, and and I support them. I haven't bought my bracelet this year, unfortunately, but every year I'm always buying Band Together for St. Christopher's. And for this year, for what we're doing for Truckers Final Mile, I hope we put them on the map. Listen, it was so great. Listen, all these singers, man. Brad James, I'll tell you something. Brad James and I, we like to pick on each other. More or less, like to pick on him. But listen, I love Brad James. He's a great guy, wonderful singer, and sings some great songs. There's one song that he sings sitting on the dock all day. I don't like that version. I like the original version because he's a cruiser, I'm a cruiser, and all that. Dave Gore, got to hang out with Dave Gore for briefly. He came out and sang. Great singer and stand-up guy for helping out. Jake Brake, I didn't know about him until this weekend, and what an awesome guy. I'm gonna check him out a little bit more. What an awesome person that is, and come out and spend so much time, and he owned the microphone. Tony Justice brought in a lot of folks, obviously, but he came out and sang, and I appreciate him coming out because he didn't have to. Tony Justice, you know, what a wonderful person he is to do that for Truckers Final Mile and 73 Lounge. And Bill Weaver, I would like to call him an actual friend of mine because, man, what a great singer he is. That's not the reason why I'm his friend of mine. What a great person he is. And I tell you, if you can't laugh around Bill Weaver, I don't know Dave Gore that well. He may be funny, but I want to tell you something. I think Bill Weaver should have a comedy album. I just think so. It was so great to hang out with him and his wife. What awesome people they are. And he's a ham radio operator too, by the way, just saying. So I've got his CD. I will put his music in my videos. So you're going to hear a lot of Bill Weaver music in my videos. Because he's a friend of mine. He just is. And it's good music. That's right. It's good music. It's good, and you know, whatever. So, appreciate that. Listen, DPF Regeneration, thanks so much. And Truckers Final Mile, Robert Palm, man, thanks for just having us, man. Thanks for allowing us to help out like we did. Because I know 73, I want to tell you something, 73 Lounge took a beating over these last few months. And it had nothing to do with us. It had nothing to do with a lot of things. I mean, it was just like, because of outside influences, you know, it took a beating. Just like DPF took a beating about some things. Just like Truckers Final took a beating for different things. 73 Lounge took a beating. And through our perseverance, our dedication, well, I'll tell you what, I was dedicated through the whole time, and I was in super defense mode throughout the whole thing, throughout the whole summer, of everyone trying to take shots, and unfair shots. And it's so nice to be able to come through with it. And thanks for DPF Regeneration for helping us do that. And man, what an awesome experience. A lot of people came up, shook my hand. I wish I had the time to do a lot of things filming wise, and sit down and talk to a lot of people, but people just wanted me here, people wanted me there, a lot of people distracting me, and you know, I wish I had more time. I just wish I did. I wish it lasted another day. I don't know, maybe not. I was pretty glad it was over. I have my friend zone, a lot of new friends in that friend zone, and all that. So you know who you are. You know who you are if you're in my friend zone. The name created, I just created it on a particular occasion, and I'm sticking with that friend zone. So you know who you are. Let's see, what else? All the sponsors that helped out: WeBoost, Zephyr, Blue Tiger, Blue Parrot, CDL Live, Sleep Masters, Road Pro. Man, I'm totally having to wing this. I feel so bad. Diesel Life, Stay Loaded. There was a CB involved. I think someone bought that, but that was through Road Pro there. So, but I think Trucker John bought that CB and put it into the raffle. So thanks for that, Trucker John. I was so bad about having to wing this. Truckers Against Trafficking put a few things in. Obviously, a lot of people donated directly to Robert Palm. Gary Compton, that's right, Gary Compton with the Dallas Cowboys tickets. There was a lot of dedicated people up there. There really was. And thanks to all the people that stayed with it. Like Yeti. Yeti had the 73 Lounge hat. There's only one that I knew had a 73 Lounge hat. So Big Yeti was, y'all go subscribe to him. Subscribe to Pale Rider, okay? All right? That's what I said. So y'all go hit that out. Woo. Let's see what else. I think that's it, man. Again, I will have videos. I just wanted to film this extremely long video. Just give all the proper shout outs. Again, like I said, I may have missed something, or I may have repeated myself too much, because I can't remember what I said 10 minutes ago, to be totally honest. Maybe it's at some timers. But like I said, the videos will come out as they do. I'm going to try to make them as creative and as fun as possible. In the future, I'm going to do things a little differently. I'm going to... I just got on Patreon. There's some of those things that y'all really want to hear, and you're not going to hear it on this channel or my live channel. You're going to hear it only on Patreon. The reason why that is because there's just... I got to keep the riffraff off my channels. And I don't mind talking, but I'm not going to do it on the channel. So I'm on Patreon. Not sure how it works just yet, but I will. Sorry. But I will, and when I do, you guys will like what y'all hear. But it's going to be like a pay-per-view type of thing. It's not going to be a monthly thing or anything like that. And I'm not going to put a whole bunch on there, but some of the stuff that I don't want to put on my channel, I'll put on there. Because I know there's a lot of things that y'all want to know. A lot of accusations, a lot of this, that, and other, that, guess what? I will address them, but just not on here. Gosh, a lot of dedicated people, man, and I'm sorry if I left some people out. All the YouTubers that were involved, all the singers, Carolyn O'Byrne, man, there's just so many, man. There's just so many people. And all of our neighbors that stood with us. We had our neighbors, oh gosh, friggin' Tax Solutions, Pilot Flying J, Stay Loaded Apparel. Those were all our neighbors there, and they dealt with us, and I hope we helped them as much as they helped us as well. So I think that's it. I know I'm leaving some people out. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. But it was bugging me. I had to film this, and this is raw and uncut. And I'll just upload it the way it is. No intro, no outro. We'll get back to that coming soon. Again, thank you, DPF Regeneration, for making this happen. Oh my gosh, do you realize how much DPF Regeneration did to make this happen? If it wasn't for DPF Regeneration, it wouldn't have happened. I'm just saying it over and over. I know it, I am. But I want y'all to go to dpfregeneration.com and check them out. You know, talking about DPF filters, okay? All right. Again, enough sappy stuff. I'm gonna go back to work. I got 188 miles to go. I'm gonna upload this and get out of here. So thanks for watching this very long 20-minute video. I'm so glad that you did, and we'll talk to y'all later. 73.